Good morning, everybody. Disruption is dead money now. Very sad. Very, very sad Friday. I'd like to start with a prayer for Kathy Wood and ARC. And if you hold that, I feel bad for you. But I don't feel bad for you because you picked this, you know what. So here we are on ARC Investments website. Looks very nice, right? Roku, $722 million. Well, as of last night, it's not going to be that this morning. 6.2% of their portfolio. Disruptive AF. Oh, it's the top leading ticker today. So I think Roku's up like 25% right now. So good for them. Whoops. It's only down about 38% in the last 2 days. Not bad. Not bad. So Roku is dead. RIP. And everybody's going to be like, well, Facebook dropped this much. Yeah, Facebook has wonderful financials and cash flow and usership and growth and this and that. And Roku is, I don't know what to tell you. If that's the shit you like, keep doing it. Whatever you say. So let's go to some news and just start with all of this nonsense that we see today. We might as well start with Roku. Roku crashes and now it is dead money. So now it is dead money. All of a sudden it's dead money. It was disruptive just 2 days ago, but now it's dead money. Okay. Wall Street turning out that Roku, after the streaming giant turned into severe profit warning in 22, invests back into his business, blah, blah, blah. The shares are down to $107. We don't expect investors to hang in for the ride. With a big cut to our EBITDA, we take a much less optimistic view of Roku saw slowing growth in the fourth quarter in such areas as active accounts and average revenue per user as people re-engage with the real world and this and that. So here's the deal. Again, I say it about this. I like when I look at these companies, I said this yesterday on the show, you can't expect pandemic levels to be the new normal. We say it every single time we do Stock Analyzer tool, and there's an anomaly of profit margin and revenue. You cannot say that. So seeing this, okay, average revenue per user dropped. Average active accounts dropped. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. What do you expect to happen? Everybody sits at home. The government tells everybody they have to stay home. What are they going to do? They're going to watch TV. Everybody says, okay, you don't have to stay home anymore. What do you think is going to happen? Again, with the common sense. No common sense. They should call it uncommon sense. Anyways. Oh, somebody just said something else. Where's my favorite stock in the whole world, Donkey Kong, gone 20.5%, almost 21% yesterday was down 4%, today's down 16.5%. So that's pretty awesome. So DraftKings, disruptive, awesome. Is that something that Cathie Wood also holds in ARK? ARK Innovation ETF Holdings. That is a shame that this thing is called an ETF, to be honest with you. Holdings, full holding PDF, download. Let's see what kind of nonsense is in here, shall we? All right, let's see here. So we have Tesla, Teledoc, so Roku, decimated. Zoom, decimated. These are the ones that I know off the top of my head. Block, decimated. Spotify, decimated. DraftKings, there it is, number 15, $305 million as of last night, decimated. Shopify, decimated. Palantir, decimated. Robinhood, decimated. Roblox, they go up? She got one. Let's not forget about Zillow, gone. Oh, wait, they rebounded a little bit. Cool. I think that one got hit pretty good the other day, didn't it? Pretty good portfolio, I would say. Not too bad. Not too shabby, old Kath. Buffett says Berkshire Activision Blizzard was no bonanza. So everybody was talking about insider trading, this and that. So it's funny. The article that came, it's really funny. This is the media for you. Everybody wants to be first. So there's an article that came out that said, this was on Monday, was it? Article that came out and said, Berkshire bought shares at an average of $66 in December, this and that. Okay, so here we go. Warren Buffett said Berkshire Hathaway's recent investment in Activision Blizzard was no bonanza for Berkshire. It was made without knowing the video game maker would receive a takeover offer from Microsoft. Buffett said one of his investment managers paid about $77 a share, not $66, for Berkshire's 14.7 million Activision shares, acquiring 85% of his position in October and the rest in November. That article had said that it was $66 a share in December. So, fake news. So, they started acquiring them in October and November. So, there goes your insider trading claim. And that is that. So, they must see something there. And plus, I said this yesterday. If you go and look at Activision Blizzard, they were getting down to great levels of value, ATVI, because of that. This is when it happened. They ran up, they fell down. This big drop right here, this was from these sexual allegations or something that was going on in their, I don't know, culture or whatever. But this brought it to really good levels in the 50s. So, yeah, great buy. I own Activision Blizzard. What else do we have? Alaska Air. This is actually pretty interesting. Alaska Air launches flight subscription program that starts at $49 per month. All right, stop kicking a dead body, arc bashing. Let me tell you something. When people go out there, listen, this ain't a one-way street, all right? When people go out there and hurt people financially and brainwash them into nonsense, I'm not just bashing them because their portfolio is down. I don't care. You make a lot of money. You want to be a trillionaire? great. If you make a ton of money on Tesla, great. I don't really care. I think it's wonderful. I want everybody in this country, and I guess the world, to make as much money as they possibly can make. Trillions. I want to see a trillionaire. I want Bezos to be a trillionaire. I don't care. I want everybody to make as much money as they could possibly make in whatever way they can make it. If you want to do drugs and make it that way, I don't give an F. The point is, do not lead people down these roads of saying that companies like Roku and Roblox and this and that BS is a good sound investment for over a long period of time. That is why I get on these people so often. It's not because I have something against them. It's just entertaining to me. So do whatever you want. It's a free country. Come on here and say whatever you want about bashing and kicking a dead body. I'm going to beat these people. Because my goal on this channel is to get as many people to understand a sound investing process and be able to do it by themselves for a long period of time over their entire lives. What I hope to get is a bunch of 15, 16, 17-year-olds that are going to invest until they're 70 years old and do it the right way and not just start YOLOing nonsense because of a quote-unquote disruption or innovation. So you're damn right I'm going to keep saying it over and over. If you don't want to hear me say it, leave. It's very simple. There's an X in the upper left or upper right-hand corner, depending on what your browser looks like. You're very welcome to leave. You're very welcome to smash a dislike button. And if it hurts your little heart, I don't care. Moving on. Alaska Air launches flight subscription program that starts at $49 per month. Alaska Air announced on Friday, this is pretty interesting, a subscription that would offer 6, 12, or 14 round-trip flights at a fixed price. Subscriptions start at $49 per month. Flight Pass Pro, that's a mouthful, will offer additional flexibility, starts at $199 per month. Travelers are still responsible for additional taxes and fees. I hope that doesn't mean selecting seats and all that crap. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, moving on. More flight stuff. This is great. This is just what the country needs. More debt. American Express and Delta Airlines introduced a buy now, pay later option for flight fares. Oh, baby. Starting on February 17th, that was yesterday, American Express holders will be able to use Plan It, not Planet. Amex's branded buy now, pay later feature that covers Delta flights $100 or more. So that's pretty cool. You can't use it on the app yet. That'll come later in 2022 from my understanding. Delta flights over $100 or more will qualify you for buy now, pay later. And the one thing that this country needs more than anything right now is buy now, pay later. It's pivotal. What else do we have? Intel. So yesterday, this was only for the bid and ask. This is only for the Everything Money community. I did a live stream and I talked about Intel and I kind of gave my common sense thought process without looking at anything about this new deal with Tower and kind of what they were planning on doing as Intel. I just looked at this deal that they made with Tower and I said, okay, they acquired a company, or they're in the process of acquiring a company that has a lower profit margin. So it's obviously going to bring down their profit margin. Now, what my thought process is that they're going to acquire this company and they're willing to take that lower profit margin over a period of time. And this is going to be their way of kind of navigating this chip shortage by acquiring another company and doing it that way. And this story came out this morning and that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, it just seems like it's common sense to me. Intel expects profit margins to drop this year and then be steady for several years as it invests in new technologies and factories to meet its rising chip demand, but it forecasts climbs from 2025. Makes sense to me. Gross margins are set to drop to 52% this year. And the other reason I really like Pat Gelsinger, he is laying out a plan through 2024, 2025, and he's just saying everything. Since he took over, he has just laid out a perfect plan. And this is what I like to see from management of these big companies. Tell me the plan going forward, not just 6 months, not just 1 year. It saw levels of 51 to 53% 2023 to 2024 before it climbed to 54 to 58 the following years. Intel's predicted revenue increase of 1.7% in 2022, mid-high single digits, going down the road in 2023 and 24, 10 to 12% in 2025 and 26. Intel's investment announcement over the past year included $20 billion into a new greenfield chip factory in Ahaya. This week, it said it would be buying Israeli chip maker Tower Semiconductor for $5.4 billion. Those investments will help ramp up the business and build chips for other companies, just like I said. Cool. Fed Bullard. These Fed presidents are all over the place. This guy's definitely the most hawkish. He just wants to get at it. Then you have the lady from Cleveland that is, she doesn't want to do anything, basically, so that's cool. He just said, this is so funny, what was his thing? We're at more risk now than we've ever been in a generation, and that could get out of control. Thank you, sir. It really took a genius to say that one. One scenario would be a new surprise that hits us with that we can't anticipate right now, which would be something else, but we would have even more inflation. That's kind of the situation we don't want to occur. Overall, I'd say there's been too much emphasis and too much mind share devoted to the idea that inflation will dissipate at some point in the future. Yeah. All it is mind. All it is just saying words. You're not doing anything about it. We're at risk that inflation won't dissipate. It's not going to dissipate unless you do something. And 2022 will be the second year in a row of higher inflation. It's not tightening policy. Don't let anybody tell you it's tightening policy. It's removal of accommodation that will signal that we will take our responsibility seriously. And now people are talking about a 25 basis point hike going into March, not a 50 basis point hike, which we really need, but whatever. Follow me on Instagram. I got to post some stuff. I didn't really post that much yesterday. I've been posting so much on Instagram. I feel like a 12-year-old girl that is posting on Instagram. I'll tell you what, Instagram, I was telling Nicole the other day, I don't want it anymore. I've never had an Instagram before. I only have it because of the show and connecting with you guys more and stuff, and I understand it's entertaining, but God, social media is just the worst. It literally is the worst. It's such a waste of time. Nobody cares. I don't care what you're doing. I only follow 8 people. Why? Because I don't care what your kids are doing, and I don't care what you're doing on the weekend. No offense, but I don't. And I know your life isn't as great as it looks on Instagram. Neither is mine. 10-year yield is ticking down. That's cool. DraftKings got smoked today. John Deere looks like it did okay. What's going to report on Monday? So pretty much earnings are kind of done. I shouldn't say they're done, but they're slowing. Virgin Galactic, Home Depot, Teladoc. There's another disruptive company. We'll see what happens. Wait a second. Isn't the market is the market closed on Monday? Somebody let me know. It's President's Day or George Washington's birthday, whichever side of the woke coin you're on. 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio. You can build your own ETF, exclusive video content. Click join EM. You get the chat with 6,000 plus people. $30 a month gets you access to that. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation and listen to my sass all day, you can join that for $80 a month. I do a lot of exclusive stuff in there, including exclusive Saturday seminars, which one I will be doing. I think I'm going to do it next weekend. So mark your calendars, and that's that. Okay. Here we go. Give me some stocks, and we will go. Is it closed? Yeah, it's closed. Okay, I don't understand why there's earning reports that are going off on Monday when they're, whatever. Anyways, U.S. markets closed on Monday, so I don't know if I'll be here, to be honest with you. If there's nothing to talk about, what are we doing? Mo, your pharma knowledge and chart expertise, can you suggest a good biotech stock? You know, as much as I don't like Bristol Myers is a good company. Their management sucks. Their management is actually an embarrassment. Pfizer, I think, is a good company going forward, but I would really love this COVID stuff to get out of the way. They are the viral leaders of the world, no doubt about it. So that's that. What else do we have off the top of my head? Johnson & Johnson, of course, you can't go wrong there. 3M is getting interesting. I don't know about... not 3M. What the hell am I talking about? Johnson & Johnson is good. What's the other company that I'm trying to think of off the top of my head? Oh, Gilead's a good company. Not 3M. I saw this Stoyan person wrote 3M, and I was like, 3M. Okay, let's do Square, and we'll go from there. Square, Block, wherever you want to go with that name. Oh, $103 a share, intraday high on August 5th of 289. Sick. There is zero support in here for Square. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down to this 85 level and then COVID levels. It's probably going to happen. All of these valuations are finally coming back to life and reality, and that's what happens. But this is a dog stock right now. So if it breaks this low right here, wherever this low is, I think this low was this little doji candle right there. As long as it breaks that, you can go ahead and continue your short on it. When do they report earnings? They report on the 24th of February. Still hate Palantir at $12. You know, TG, I don't know. The problem is that anything that and I know you're asking from a value perspective, anything that I like look at from, you know what, let's just, here's my problem. I'll just show you. Dun, dun, dun. If you want to email me, mo@everythingmoney.com, send me whatever you want to send me. Do not send me. You cannot send me whatever you want to send me. I take that back. What were we looking at? Palantir. All right. Okay. So here's the problem. Anything, I just don't have enough data. So I don't know if I hate it at $12. Everything that they seem to be doing is very interesting. I have no way to say what their revenue growth is going to be going forward, say what their profit margin is going forward. And the problem is it's completely speculative that I'm going to make it. Now I can go ultra conservative, and yeah, it'll be speculative maybe, but I don't know if it's conservative enough. I don't know if it's too conservative, etc. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Apple is gonna poo-poo on Square. There's no doubt about it. With almost 2 billion devices being in people's hands. Yep, it's true. Okay, so Palantir was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Ran up and then it comes right back down. So yeah, right now, I mean, I'd probably just swing trade this and do your thing over here. But as far as I just don't know. It's hard for me. Palantir may hit $5 to $8. Yeah, it's very possible. It's very possible that more likely than not, it's going to get down into this range. But we'll see. What else do we have? LVS plus 25% year to date. Is that Las Vegas Sands, if I remember correctly? Yep. Sands. So it's over the 200-day moving average. Gap. Yeah, everything's looking really good here with Las Vegas Sands. So if you have not been in it long term yet, you kind of missed the run. I would probably start taking profits or start thinking about taking profits right here because you're starting to get that rollover. Now, if it takes out that wick from 2 days ago, yeah, go for it and keep rolling with it. Just be careful. Your volumes over the past month has been lower than average, so keep a watch on that one. Microsoft is sub 290. Yeah, this is another guys. When the market pulls back, you're going to see the fangs pull back. Netflix, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Amazon. It's just going to happen. They've led the market up. They're going to lead the market down. If you want to go short on it, I probably wouldn't short it until you get below, from a long-term perspective, below 276. Unfortunately, that's just how it's going to go. But that can happen very fast. You closed yesterday below the 200-day moving average, which is incredibly important. You're attached to it, so you still have this. You notice, hold on, let me clear this. You notice yesterday, look at that, damn it. You notice how you have that little doji candle, that little wick that's just touching the 200-day. Now let's see if we could stay below the 200 today, even if we close like that and then get going down, and that'll be a good short. To be honest, I think you could probably short it if you drop below this level right here, which is, let me just be a little more aggressive, 288.37. Intel dropped 3% today. Yeah, it's because it's very simple. It's because of what the CEO just said, and he said growth is going to slow, and people are just obsessed with the fact that if a company is not immediately growing to the moon, then it sucks. INNTC. So it is what it is. They've just, and to be honest with you, let me just zoom out here. This has been consolidating, with the exception of this run up that had right here. This was this Mobileye thing. I have no idea, but it's really just been consolidating between 52 and 48 for a very long time. So it's not surprising that it's dropping down to these levels. There's a lot of support in here. Even if it drops down in here, to me, I say looking forward, if you want to have a good investment, I mean, just from the surface level that I'm reading, I do still think that Intel is worth somewhere in this 60 to 70 range. I don't know where that would fall, but of course that's down the road. It's not immediate. So if you want immediate returns, then don't do it. You're a sarcastic genius. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but I think it's funny. Micron, let's check Micron and then Qualcomm. All right. Are these all-time highs? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, all-time highs. So we're at these all-time highs. So here's the deal. If you can get the sweet spot reversal to stay in the sweet spot in a positive trend for a few days, you might get a run up to this $98 to $99 range, but I don't even think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it from a long-term perspective. I think anything, come over here from a swing trading chart, try to get some engulfing candlesticks, run it up to 98, 99, and you will be okay. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because this is tech, this is semis, and it's going to go with the rest of the market. Okay, Qualcomm. So Qualcomm had this, I remember when this happened, this was really big, and it just shot up like nobody's business, and now it's coming back down. So we're testing the 100-day moving average. Once this breaks below the 100-day moving average, it will come to the 200-day moving average. And not only that, you have a massive gap to fill right here. This gap will fill. Trust me on that one. So keep a watch on that. Keep this on a tight watch list, especially if you'd like to short. What was I going to say next? Have I ever taken an MBTI personality test? No, I have not. Email it to me. Help at everything, Mike. What is wrong with me today? I just keep saying words. I sound like the Fed. I just keep saying words, and they're supposed to mean something, but they don't mean anything. Mo@everythingmoney.com. Send me the personality test, and I will take it. Also, smash the like button for me. That would be wonderful. Okay, oil. Slumberger. It's actually Slumberger, not Slumberger. But so we're just sitting here at these tops. We kind of had a little flagpole here, pulling back. And like I said this yesterday. What I hope is that this flagpole happens, pulls back a little bit, and then it keeps going. And if it does keep going, that's wonderful. And you have a great trend that's happening over here. So good. Shopify. Let's do Shopify. Speaking of Shopify, this tricked my brain over into Spotify. So last night, I was sitting on the couch, and I watch YouTube a lot, but I don't watch like the big YouTube celebrity people that are like this and that. If you're looking for a podcast to listen to, and I was shocked that I like this podcast, the Full Send podcast. It was really good. I mean, I listened to 3 episodes last night. You can tell that I had a really fun night. They're going to be bigger than Joe Rogan. They're going to be bigger than Joe Rogan because they ask the right questions. Well, there's 3 of them that are asking the questions, but they ask the right questions. And yeah, again, I'm going to trigger the half the audience here, but they're not going to listen to the words that I say. They're just going to have fire coming out of their ears right now. I subscribe to Spotify for Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan. Okay, now they're not going to hear that part. Joe Rogan is the worst podcast host of all time. The only reason that he has an audience is because he can get people on unfiltered, uncensored, maybe not uncensored anymore, unfiltered, uncensored for 3 straight hours. But he is a terrible, terrible host. But anyways, Full Send, they're going to be better. They're going to be bigger than Joe Rogan. Mark my words. You heard it here first. February 18th, 9:26 and 53 seconds a.m., 2022. My room. And so we go. Shopify. Sitting at a support level that is dating back to 2020. Then we're going to get into COVID levels. It's incredible. These companies just skyrocketed, and now they're all coming back to COVID levels, which is pretty unbelievable. So this is a beautiful short that is being set up here. Excellent engulfing candlesticks yesterday. If you continue to get them today, just keep moving with it. Keep moving with it on a swing trade chart, whatever you want to do, and go from there. The name of the podcast is Full Send. It's called Full Send Podcast. Actually, here. Full Send podcast. There you go. I just typed it in the thing. I wanted to, somebody sent me another stock that I wanted to do. Oh, we'll do Spotify. I bet Spotify is in the same position. Yeah. So same as Shopify. Let's see, dating back. Yep, it's going right to these coronavirus levels. So clearly, people just sat at home and listened to music on their thing, and then they don't listen to music anymore. Awkward. So if you get an engulfing candlestick down, go for it. You have a beautiful dog stock, and same over here. So just keep shorting it, keep shorting it, keep shorting it. Donkey Kong, DKNG. Donkey Kong is getting smoked. Back to COVID levels. Here we go again. All these hype stocks just coming back to COVID levels. Isn't it incredible? $18.91 is where it's going to open. This trend is for sure not going to happen anymore. So you're going to get a move down today. Go ahead and Monday, go for an engulfing candlestick down. I think it would be I think if you can get that on Monday, that would be great. SID. What is SID? Company Nacional. Okay, I don't know what this is. James, here's your stock. Great looking uptrend. What's the volume here? Okay, good. So when I see a cheap stock like this, not cheap, when I see a inexpensive stock like this, I always want to check volume and just make sure we have it, and we for sure have it. So that's good. Yeah, see what happens today. So you're going to move up a little bit today. You're going to stay here. Now, unfortunately, you can't really add to this trend until you take out that wick at the top. Now, the good news is when you take out that wick at the top, you have a lot of room to run to $6.31, which is the 200-day moving average. So throw it on a watch list. Keep watching it tightly. LZB. Mo, do you ever puff the magic dragon? I have no idea what that means. And if it means marijuana, no, I don't do that. I've never smoked any. I don't smoke cigarettes. They nasty. I can't imagine breathing something into my lung. That just sounds painful as F. All right, Lazy Boy. Clearly nobody likes Lazy Boy anymore. I know I certainly don't. I think their couches suck. But if you get engulfing candlesticks moving down, go for it. This is a beautiful looking short. Beautiful looking short. Dun, dun, dun. There's your Monday show since the market will be closed. You sitting there streaming, playing a Donkey Kong game. I actually don't know what Donkey Kong game is, but yeah, Mo is a square. I will give you that. That is correct. Tesla. All right, Tesla. Oh, geez, oh man, this poor woman. Goodness gracious. This thing got to an intraday high on November 4th of $1,243.49, and today it's at $8.80. God. Downtrend. Let's zoom in. If you take out this red candle right here from February 11th at the bottom, you can probably catch a little bit of a short on it. There's not a lot of support in here. There's not a lot of consolidation in here after you break out under that level. So your next support level is really in like the 730s. So why are stocks continue returning to COVID levels? Because people are realizing that they can't justify their stock price cannot justify the valuation of the company. It's very simple. When you get a company like, let's pull up Shopify, for example. So here was what happened. Let me do this one. I have a big chart. So here was what happened. The company was not really in the best financial position even until this point. All of a sudden, they start getting tons of users and people are using their website. They're still not making money. And if they are, anything that they made in this time frame was not going to stay. This was a complete anomaly that happened. Now, all of that usership is going away, so they're just coming right back to where they originally started. All of this was just noise. It was a one-off thing where this is like them winning the lottery. This is exactly what this is. This is your family. This is your family. All of a sudden, you win the lottery, and then you go and spend all your money, and you come back to reality. That's exactly what this was. COVID was the lottery for a lot of these companies, and they won. And now they spent it all. And now they're back to normal. That's exactly what happened. That is a wonderful analogy. Good boy, Mo. What else do we have? Mo gets high from trading. Amazon and Apple are jumping on the marijuana thing. That's cool. QQQ keeps falling. Yeah, well, let's see what the markets are doing right now. The NASDAQ. It's up today, so we'll see. Same age, probably different. The world is going back to pre-COVID, the way working and living. Yeah, I mean, listen, what price would I buy Tesla as for an investment? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to guess that it's probably around the 0 to 200 range, somewhere in there. I have to guess. So, Shopify got a lot of commercial rental space in the last 2 years. Not sure if they'll need it anymore. Yeah, BAC a good short. Well, if you're in the Paul, pick another stock. Employed Trader Series is for Bank of America, so I'm not going to do that one. What else do we have? Stocks were overvalued even before COVID. Fake alias, excellent point. That's why I think that all of these companies that went down to COVID levels are going to go lower than COVID levels. These things are going to get hit super bad. Stocks are going to get hit really bad, especially because the Fed got us into this situation and they're not willing to get us out of this situation. Frankly, they don't have anything that can get us out of this situation. Unless they come up with some bill, I just don't think that they are going to. Unless Congress comes up with some bill, I don't think that the dry powder is gone. I don't know what you do. I just don't know what you do. I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I don't know what you do. Nathaniel, is that true? People were sending me that. So this is what I heard, and somebody sent me a picture, and I didn't know if this was a spoof picture or not. Kathy Wood was being interviewed on CNBC yesterday, and all of a sudden, I'll just show you the picture. Hold on. Pull up my messages. Marina is now famous. Where do we have this? Hold on a second. Where's Mikey and Paul? Here we go. This is what happened yesterday. I don't know if this is true. So somebody tweeted this: when you were paying $22.7 billion, but forget to upgrade your Zoom subscription. So it said time is running out when she was getting interviewed on the show yesterday. That is, I really hope that's true. I really don't know, but whatever. What else do we have? Shake Shack minus 10%. Let's take a poll. Take a poll. This is a Shake Shack Five Guys comparison. Type an F in the chat for Five Guys and an S in the chat for Shake Shack. I gotta know, because I'm gonna hold back my opinion until I get votes, because I don't want to sway the voting. But let's pull up Shake Shack while we're at it. I think it's just Shack, right? Yeah. So Shake Shack is minus 10% right now. Big downtrend. So this trend, I wouldn't even pay attention to this right now. Don't even pay attention. Wait a second here. Let's check their earnings. So they missed on revenue by $44,000. Sick. Yeah, I would come over here and try to short this thing. Oh boy, hold on. Now give me a second. I gotta do this. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. Oh wow, this is like a 50-50 split. Wow. I think Five Guys is winning though. I think Five Guys, maybe, I don't know. All right, anyways. My opinion is that Shake Shack is the worst. The worst. It's like they serve French fries that are like from a frozen bag that you find at the supermarket, and their burgers are way too small, and Five Guys is the best burger on the planet. That's my opinion. But opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one. If the Shake Shack drops below its level that it hit today and just keeps going short, and gets a lot of selling volume coming in, go for it. Go ahead and buy away. Five Guys is the best fast food, bar none, but their burgers suck. You know what so I get it all. I get the burgers all the way, but you got to get rid of the mushrooms. If you get the mushrooms, it's gonna make the burger too soggy, and it's no bueno. Deere, Deere, they reported earnings this morning. John Deere. So John Deere came out and beat revenue by 3%, beat earnings per share by 28.8%, and they are down right now in the morning. So cool. If they continue their downtrend, go ahead and short it from a day trading perspective. What about their shakes? I don't do shakes. I'm not a big ice cream person. Oh, Baba. We haven't done Baba in a hot minute. Alibaba. I'll take In-N-Out over both of them. I will take In-N-Out over Shake Shack. I will not take it over Five Guys. I was very underwhelmed by In-N-Out. It was good, but it wasn't that good. Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. Alibaba. Okay. I just wouldn't even trade Alibaba. If you want to do it from a value perspective, go for it. But yeah, Hardee's is underrated. Never had it. Chick-fil-A. Sorry, people. Chick-fil-A is good. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. What else do we have? Everything is falling. We're in a depression. Asteroids are hitting the Earth. Who decides a ticker symbol for a company? I have no idea. All right, give me one more stock and I'm going to get out of here. I'll do Corsair while in the meantime. CSR, right? And then I will see you guys on, well, I'll talk to you on the chat, but CRSR, right? Corsair. And then I will not be here on, I don't know, I'll decide on, I'll let you know in the bid and ask, or I'll let you know in the chat if I'm going to be here on Monday. I just got to, if there's nothing to talk about, it's hard for me to do it because like right now, there's nothing to talk about and we're talking about hamburgers. How exciting is that? I don't know. Maybe you guys like hamburgers to talk, maybe. Corsair, it can't break this 100-day moving average. So if you got to get a lot of buying volume to be able to break this 100-day moving average. I don't see any other way that this thing keeps going if you don't break the 100-day moving average. Starbucks, you win. S-Bucks. Yeah, so here's the thing. With Starbucks, you got a gap to fill right here, and I definitely think that's probably going to happen. That was a, what do they call that? Double entendre? I don't know. I wasn't very good at school. Yeah, gap's going to fill. And what is that gap difference? I would really like to know that because this is looking very interesting to me. 92.50 to 91.02. So you got about $2.50 in there. Yeah, it's incredible. Next book club is, give me a second and I will tell you when the next book club is. The next book club is March 4th. March 4th. That's when the next book club is. All right, guys. Consensus. Let's have a talk about geopolitics on Monday. That's a great idea. Not. I would thoroughly enjoy it, but yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for the support. If you're in the Northeast, this snow's ridiculous. I can't wait for it to end. If you're in the warm weather, good for you. If you're Simon getting hit by 90 mile-per-hour winds, please be careful. See you next week. Love you guys. Peace.